Happy New Year, Alamo Heights families. I come to you today with a quick January update. I'm going to highlight some celebrations and identify some challenges that we face as we finish January and move into February. And finally, I'll share some updated information with you all about some community resources that will be supporting our efforts this semester. So first, our celebrations. I look back on our first semester with an incredible sense of gratitude regarding the many successes we achieved reopening our schools during the COVID-19 pandemic. At times, I'm reminded that once was considered an impossibility became possible for all of us because of our amazing community. I celebrate the continued choice that we are providing to our families to be in a face-to-face platform or a remote Heights at Home platform. I celebrate the unwavering efforts of our Alamo Heights ISD staff and their commitment to serve and to meet our students' needs during such a challenging time. Over and over, when I see all that is taking place around us, I continue to be reminded that there is no place like Alamo Heights ISD. During time of continued uncertainty, I anchor into what we learned and what we know to be true about operating our schools during this time of challenge. And so first, we know that our Alamo Heights ISD staff is going above and beyond to meet the needs of our students through responsive, innovative efforts in the way that classroom instruction is being offered in multiple platforms and through the diligence they promote to your child's health and wellness on each one of our campuses. I know that you recognize, like I do, that our Alamo Heights ISD staff is truly extraordinary. Secondly, we also know that the carefully designed health and safety protocols implemented this past fall are working to mitigate the spread of the virus when our students and when our staff members are in our schools. Based on what we know, we will continue to operate our schools in both the face-to-face and the Heights at Home platform. There are multiple challenges that we face as we move through January and into February that I want to bring to everyone's attention. Just as we're seeing the rise in cases in the city and in the county, a rise in active cases and our students and staff are being reported to us. In order to continue the success that we experienced last semester, I'm calling on the community for a renewed commitment to our culture of care, especially if you're choosing to send your child to our campuses for face-to-face instruction. We're calling for your continued partnership in keeping our students and staff safe in our buildings. It's not time to let down our guard and to be complacent due to the arrival of the vaccination or due to the fatigue that we're all feeling around COVID protocols. The fall semester needs to be viewed as a time of training for the elevated diligence that we need to display now, especially as we continue to offer in-person schooling to our students. It's apparent through our contact tracing efforts that the active cases that were reported to us these past 2 weeks are community spread cases outside of our schools. These positive case numbers are proving that the virus is active and spreading in our community. To continue to keep our students and staff safe, we need a heightened level of commitment to the recommended health and safety practices. This is especially important when we are not in our schools, when the Alamo Heights ISD health and safety protocol routines are not in place. And then next, just a few updates for y'all to know. We have a few updated resources to provide to our students and to our staff as additional layers of support and mitigation. We launched the use of a new screener right before break, and this new tool helps us identify better the families who did not complete the screener before sending students to our campuses, and it also better helps us track those who should remain at home who are symptomatic. We ask that you commit thoughtfully to completing that screener every morning, and noting the need to stay at home if anyone is in the household symptomatic or awaiting a test. We also announced right before break a partnership with our nonprofit organization called Concordazone that's going to offer free rapid PCR tests for symptomatic Alamo Heights students and staff members. Our local mobile van is parked at the Little League field on Mondays, and our students and staff have access to the Hildebrand location on other days of the week to get a quick PCR test. I'm also announcing today that we are partnering with another community organization called Community Labs that will allow us to offer free asymptomatic weekly testing on a voluntary basis for all of our Alamo Heights students and all of our staff members. And so I'd encourage you to watch for information coming in the next week or so about how to sign your student up for that weekly testing if you choose to do so. And that too will be a rapid PCR test. So finally, what does a renewed commitment to the culture of care mean for us? Here's what we're asking. We're asking that first and foremost, you keep your child home when they're sick or have any of the symptoms of COVID-19 as flagged by their daily screener. Remember, your child can still access learning that day through Google Classroom and still can be counted present if you submit the attendance form that's found on our website. We're asking that you diligently practice and model for your children the health and safety protocols recommended to mitigate the spread: the wearing of masks, the washing and sanitizing of hands frequently, and distancing from others. We're also asking that you help your child make healthy choices about their social interaction and continue to promote the distancing and healthy practices that will mitigate our community spread. We ask that you report all cases first and foremost to your assigned campus nurse. We've had experiences where families are emailing teachers first or emailing counselors, and it's just really important that our nurses are the first point of contact when a positive case arises. Since the reopening of our schools this fall, we've committed to providing our Alma Heights families with a choice in a learning platform for the year. I know you recognize that this has required tremendous efforts around health and safety protocols on behalf of our on-campus learners, as well as on behalf of every single one of our Alma Heights ISD employees. Our teachers, our nurses, our entire district staff is going above and beyond to keep our schools open and to meet our students' needs. Today, we ask you for your continued and renewed partnership to promote and practice the same level of diligence outside of our schools. Your partnership is essential to the health of our students and staff as we progress throughout this next semester. Thanks.